Hey everyone, last Friday we woke up feeling great, which is why we blessed you with a video filled with steamy games. And for those of you who liked it, you'll be happy to know we're already working on a second one. Today, however, we woke up feeling suspicious and a little down. Why? Firstly, it's Monday. Secondly, we saw the results from this year's Gamescom Awards show. And, well, we need to get a few things off our chest. Cyberpunk 2077 stole the show by winning Best PlayStation Game, Best PC Game, Best RPG, Best of Gamescom, and Most Wanted, which is about the only one we won't argue with. And while CD Projekt Red didn't win all the awards, if we listed every single winner, we'd be here for longer than it's going to take Messi to try and convince Barcelona to let him leave, and ignore that €700 million release clause. Good luck, buddy. That being said, it's important to point out that there were other not yet released games that won awards, including Star Wars Squadrons for Best Action Game, Watch Dogs Legion for Best Adventure Game, and Little Nightmares 2 for Best Nintendo Switch Game. Just to be clear, we're not saying that these aren't fantastic, award-worthy games. However, we do think it's weird that none of these games have been released yet. Seriously though, Little Nightmares 2 is still in development and isn't coming out until 2021. Like, come on, really? So how do these games take home awards if they're not even out yet? Well, the journalists who vote get to test out the games long before they're released to the public. However, the problem is they don't always get final versions of the games. Sometimes they get beta versions or something in between versions. And while this is fine for forming initial opinions, how can a person properly judge a game if they play an incomplete version of it? How can they say it's award-worthy if they can't complete it and don't get to experience every aspect of it? We could debate whether it's right or wrong for hours, but one thing is for sure, all the developers who won an award are happy right now, because it's great marketing for their games. The idea of slapping an award onto a product has been a marketing tactic for ages, not just for games, but also for movies, music, hell, even mops. After all, everyone knows that awards help things sell. For example, a lot of gamers would rather buy a new game that's won a Gamescom award than one that hasn't. They trust these sources. But in that regard, it's pretty scary how much the media shapes public perception, even when it comes to gaming. And yes, we're a media channel too, but when it comes to our opinions, we're simply leaving them there for you to look at, not shoving them down your throat. And that's why we've been skeptical of award shows that include journalists from massive media outlets and publications for quite some time now. They get exclusives before everyone else does, and therefore are able to offer opinions before everyone else too. It's the I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine approach that makes us feel uneasy. It's the fact that we know a lot of reviewers will go easy on games because if they don't, then they might miss out on future opportunities. They won't bite the hand that feeds them. And as consumers and gamers, that's an important thing to remember. We will acknowledge, however, that oftentimes reviews and awards are spot on. Take Cyberpunk 2077 for example, it will without a doubt be a strong candidate for the Game of the Year award. But it's just that without being able to play these games for ourselves, how are we supposed to know if these titles actually deserve to win? Shouldn't the award go to games that have already been released and fully examined? Take Star Wars Squadrons for example. It was pitted against Cyberpunk and Assassin's Creed Valhalla, none of which are out yet. However, a game like Ghost of Tsushima, which has been out for weeks, was overlooked. Could it be because PlayStation wasn't at Gamescom? We'll save that theory for a different video. So, what do you think? Do these kinds of award shows actually hold any value? Are their picks legit? Or are you like us and no longer believe in award shows because you've noticed that a lot of companies attending, collaborating with, or sponsoring these kinds of events always seem to win? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for listening. We already feel a lot better and can't wait to spend the day reading your comments. And as always, thanks for watching and see you next time.